How old is that Pokemon mod?
It's got to be a fair age.
Yeah.
It's pretty old.
It's pretty cool, though, that they've done that.
Oh, it's the best shit ever, bro. Because like, I've played it so many times.
Yeah.
I know what it's like from the other side.
You've got, like, all tricks when you play Pokemon Dems, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like,
So, like, or Trist. But, like, I know where I'd be in the normal game.
yeah.
So it's like, oh, shit, wait a minute. I'm at the game corner at this time.
Yeah.
Before this, oh fuck, and then Red turns up and smashes the place to bits. And you're like, no, now we got to move, and then we move to somewhere else.
So do you get beaten by, if you're Team Rocket, playing as Team Rocket, that's this Pokemon mod you're playing, do you get beaten by Red every time?
Yeah.
What if you played Pokemon Blue?
You beat Red once you do the Elite Four, I think.
Oh, okay.
But you find out he's like a fucking clone.
Yeah,
It's gross.
He's like a Mewtwo.
Yeah, he's like a Mewtwo thing. But every time he turns up, he's like, some fucking autistic kid just came in and smashed the place up. Why weren't you here? And so he didn't say anything. That one time when you're coming out of Silphco after you've like rushed up the CEO and that.
Yeah.
He just turns up at the door and walks past you and then walks straight in and you're like, fuck.
Just cold as hell.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to our... we're talking about modern gladiators. Pokemon Dem.
But to be fair,
Go on.
gladiators fought in their pants.
Yeah.
And ever since, we've just been obsessed with dudes fighting in their pants.
Oh, yeah.
UFC, WWE.
Well, do you know why...
Savat,
fuck it, I'll get into
pancreation.
it now. Do you know why they fight in their pants?
So you don't get wounds from the linen.
No, they tried the games in the nude when the...
Oh, yeah,
the
people
games
thought it was gross.
Yeah, and people were like, dude, what, we Greek?
Yeah.
Stop this shit.
Yeah,
Come on.
they love the Greeks, but not that much.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
no, we fuck chicks.
So, Browsing History, welcome back. With the release of Gladiator 2 this week, we thought, what better day than...
Fucking jump on it, get
Let's-
some hits.
Yeah.
Get some accidental hits. Some old lady here like, I've downloaded that Gladiator 2 for you. I'm going to be someone's Christmas present.
If only. But yeah, I mean, no better time to talk about gladiators. And this is going to be a bit different. Obviously, we ain't got a timeline with this episode. I sort of, me being autistically me, I sort of found a way to make a timeline-ish.
Nice.
But yeah, before we go on though, look, if you are sitting in your house and you're like, there's not a big enough audience
There's
here.
so much fucking blood in my fucking Colosseum right now.
There ain't much of an audience. I really need a good amphitheatre here
Yeah.
for everyone to watch me watch
So let's
Married
go
at First
open
Sight.
plan.
So yeah, if you need a Colosseum built in your house, I mean, Waghorn decorate it.
Who better?
Do you know what I mean?
Waghorn
Do you
redecorating.
reckon they would ever paint a living room where like your main living room looks like the pit, and you can have like the stands around on the wall?
Yeah, like 3D effects.
Yeah, so you're like
You'd have to have like strings.
Oh really?
Strings
Well,
and mirrors and lasers and that.
Not even
to make
3D, so it can be flat. It can be flat. I don't
Well,
mind.
they'll figure it out. They're
Yeah.
some of the greatest decorators who've ever lived.
But you're sitting there in your living room and it looks like you're in the middle of the Colosseum.
Yeah, but they're indentured slaves. they're like the best, but no one's given them a wooden paintbrush yet, so they're not released.
No, well, I don't know. They might go when they got their Master Guildsman,
No, that's the guild. That's the what do you call it?
the Gladiator School.
Yeah,
They've
what
just-
were they called? Lithiums or something?
It was what
Lycoseum or something.
it's what that famous actor is from Gladiator 1. Do you know the one who died of boozing it up in Malta?
Yeah,
He died. Yeah, they died while making Gladiator.
nice.
Oliver Reed. Here's
Yeah.
Oliver Reed. Yeah,
Yeah, Oliver something.
yeah. And
Oh,
then
okay, no, it sounds
Denzel
right.
plays that type of character in the new one.
Yeah, so one of them did go on. One of them was like they were mad rich.
Yeah, this the Denzel's character.
Julius Caesar was one for a while.
Was he really?
Then they changed the law. He had 2,000 gladiators training in like Tunisia.
Damn.
And then they're like, no one's allowed more than 400 gladiators. Seems like fuck.
I
Because
know
they realised like, wait, that's a standing army.
I know he loved the games. Like he really loved the games.
Yeah.
He's pretty much one of the dudes who were like, yo, we can use this as political power. Why aren't we using this just to fucking get some votes? Cause
Yeah. So that's how the Colosseum sort of started.
yeah,
Because Nero fucked everything up.
yeah.
Here's
yeah.
a good conspiracy.
Go on.
Nero was black-rocking it. The Great Fire
Yeah.
in fucking the 60s, 64,
Yeah.
was Nero's lighting a fire so that he could build his new palace.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've got another
So
thing.
then they built the Colosseum on the
Nero's
lake
grounds.
that was meant to be Nero's palace
Ah,
to
see,
win the people back.
my own personal conspiracy theory. I don't reckon Nero was a bad guy.
Maybe they're just Hitler in him.
Yeah, or not that. I reckon, or that's a bit far. Maybe maybe Trump in him.
Trump in him.
Do you know what I mean? Like Trump was.
That's what I meant by calling him Hitler. Not as in like they've. Well, I don't know. We'll never know. You just got to rely on trusty sources like us.
Okay, so I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
calling him Hitler.
Yeah.
Not like they're making him out to be such a bad guy, like they do with poor Hitler.
No, not that.
He just loved painting.
Hated tiny hats, but loved a paintbrush.
Talking of Trump, though,
go on.
Do you remember the ultimate geezer?
Which one?
The ultimate wall builder. Hadrian.
Yeah.
He fought animals.
Yeah.
He fought lions.
Yeah, that's gangster as hell, isn't
geezer.
it? Absolute fucking
the
geezer,
hunts
bro.
or whatever. They're like the prelims.
That's it. So, what date in history we're going to go with? There ain't a date in history for this. Oh yeah, my theory about Nero. Sorry, they did the same to Julius Caesar. Do you know they juked him up? Yeah.
No, yeah.
I reckon they're putting the blame on Nero because guess what? The senator class hated Nero. The plebeians loved him.
Did they?
Yeah. The
I thought he was flashy.
No, they
he seems like such a flashy guy.
No, they loved Nero. He's an ugly as fuck cunt.
His coffee's fucking expensive, though.
It is proper expensive. But yeah,
it's not very proletariat coffee there, bro.
I just had another flash thought. You know, we're doing this project obviously. When we're on sites promoting some of these locations, we've got to tone up down our languages a bit. Yeah. We've been told no F's and C's, and I literally just used you literally used fucking ugly cunt to describe Nero. So we might struggle with that, bro.
Yeah. Oh well.
So 15th of November is our date in history we're going with, but the year actually technically this is the future.
It's a full moon.
It's 15th of November 2020. What year are we in? Four. It's when Gladiator 2 comes out. That's our date in history. So is that technically right now we're browsing futures?
Trump's just been assassinated. Fully this time.
They got both ears.
They got him in the middle.
So you got any birthdays for us for the 15th of November?
I've got a good local one, boy.
Go on.
William Pitt.
Oh yeah.
First Earl of Chatham.
Go on, boy.
Some people just call him Chatham.
Nice.
Some people call him Pitt the Elder.
Okay, so
but he was Prime Minister from 1766 to 68.
He really dropped the fucking ball on that one, bro.
Well, I think it was all too late because he was like de facto leader of a lot of shit.
Okay.
And then, because they call him the Great Commoner because he refused to be Prime Minister for so long.
Oh,
and he was like, all right, fuck it. After that fuck up, I'll have to be, won't I?
Oh, nice.
So maybe.
I'll get you.
But yeah, there was another William Pitt the Younger, who was also Prime Minister.
They're going to claim that that's what Fort Pitt's named after, but if you listen back to our Pontiac's War episode, you know that ain't the truth.
It's named after motherfucking...
Blanket depository.
Blanketing bitches. This might have been the guy. He
No,
definitely had some involvement.
General Amherst was the guy.
Yeah, but they were buddies. They lived right next door to each other.
Their forts were across the road from each other, bro.
Yeah.
Who else you got?
Georgia O'Keeffe.
Is he related... Wait, George O'Keeffe?
Georgia.
Oh, okay, no.
Did you think he was some sort of gypsy boxer?
Yeah.
George O'Keeffe, I swear, pretty boy George. No, it's that chick that did a load of flowers that looked similar to labias.
Oh, she drew vagina flowers.
Yeah, and then she was like, they're just flowers. you misogynist.
Get your mind out the gutter.
It's a nice-ass flower. Not as cool as 1891, Irving Rommel.
Wait, as in the Rommel?
The Rommel. Talking of getting Hitlered.
The Desert Fox?
The Desert Fox. So he was like... he was the most decorated soldier of World War One as well, before all this political business.
No way.
Yeah, and he published a book, Infantry Attacks. It's like a massive deal.
This is explain why he beat the shit out of us in Africa.
Yeah.
Before Montgomery came.
But also, they... no, it's not a nickname, it's a phrase. But he was known as like a gentleman who's chivalrous. Oh. And he had like... It was...
Any
the African theatre was like the fairest fight in World War II.
Oh, really?
It was all quite good.
Okay.
And it was war without hate, they called it.
Oh, nice. Well...
But yeah, he led the 7th Panzer Division as a field marshal.
Nice.
And he was pretty fucking... He was all right.
I would tell you, I think my great-granddaddy hated the tank door that took his thumb.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of hate in that war.
Yeah, there was obviously little bits and bobs, but compared to the rest of it, like, it wasn't as hateful as 99% of that war was.
A few skirmishes of hate.
Yeah.
There's a few bubbles of hate.
And then another freak.
Go on.
Tony Mendez.
Who's this?
He's a CIA operator.
Oh.
He was involved in the Iran hostage crisis.
Oh.
He's written 3 memoirs about his CIA stuff.
That's naughty.
Canadian Caper or something, there's one called as well.
That's naughty. You shouldn't be writing about your CIA exploits, bro.
Innit? SS dudes hate when they do that.
It's like, isn't that meant to be confidential?
Yeah.
I appreciate it because I want to know what the boogeyman's up to, but you ain't meant to be doing that.
But then if you're that good at CIA, you're writing bullshit.
Oh,
You
damn.
just write like, oh yeah, we're
Double
fucking, we're
CIA.
so good that you might as well never be the Taliban.
That's what I think every time that Mike Baker Javy comes on Joe Rogan. I'm like,
I don't know nothing about that sort of thing. I was listening to a like a financial guy who was in the World Bank and stuff like that.
Oh.
And then every time a question comes up, he's like, I don't really talk about, I don't know anything about Ukraine.
Any other birthdays?
Well, here's someone that could have sorted out the Iran hostage crisis.
Go on.
And the Canadian caper.
Damn.
And the fucking North Africa theatre.
Go on.
All at once.
Go on.
Macho Man.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The cream rises to the top. Yeah.
I hope that there was a Gladiator back in the day.
Yeah, he had the voice.
Cut promos like Macho
Yeah.
Man.
No, in the Gladiator 1,
Yeah.
they cut out a scene because Ridley Scott thought it was stupid.
Go on.
But it was completely based in fact.
Yeah.
He was meant to come out and sell in olive oil.
Oh, really?
Get your olive oil.
The oil rises to the top.
Macho oil. But yeah, they were like salesmen, so they must have.
Yeah.
It's like OG WWE.
It is. It really is.
Honourable mentions, 67, E40. West Coast rapper, one of the greatest of the Bay Area.
I was sitting there like being like, a boy band? E what?
E40. He wears funny glasses and a do-rag. He's great.
Okay, nice.
I think he's got a cooking show or like a brand now of spices. Nice. ODB.
Oh, dirty bastard, bruv.
Dirty bastard.
That is...
He was killed by the Beyonce lot.
Was he?
I don't know, I saw a thumbnail.
Nice.
He got gooned.
He got gooned.
And Chad Kroger, 1974.
Wow. A hero can save us.
That's it.
God damn.
Look at this photograph. He gets a bad rap. I don't know why people hate Nickelback. They're not so bad.
Bruv, that song he did for Spider-Man was a banger.
It was.
Wasn't it?
And Joe Diaz was in that film.
Spider-Man 2, yeah, he was. Yeah,
Fucking ripped that shit.
Didn't you get some cool deaths?
No.
I thought you did.
I got one really horrible death.
Oh, yeah, you did. You got a horrible.
I didn't even write it down because the picture made me sad. But there was a little girl who got given a baboon heart.
Ooh.
And she lasted longer than anyone who's ever had a non-human heart transplant, but it was only about a month.
Oh.
She died this day.
God damn.
Baby Ray or something?
Was she obsessed?
I was like, what is this, a fucking rapper? Ah, sad!
Alright, maybe we won't make jokes about her, but I wonder if she liked bananas a bit more after.
Yeah, or people's faces. I don't know, baboon's a little bit more serious than a banana.
Funnily enough, there's baboons I've seen in the Gladiator 2 trailer, so relevant.
There's baboons in a zoo that I stare out sometimes to make myself feel manlier. What the fuck are you going to do? Back
I
down.
hate baboons, bruv. Mandrills is the real hater.
Yeah, that's the ones.
Yeah.
They're terrifying.
Oh, absolutely.
They're like lions with monkey bodies.
Yeah, that's, I think, out of any animal I'd never want to fight. Because, like, I feel like a lion, a tiger, a bear, I know a bear plays with you, but I feel like all of them are just going to fuck me up.
No, fucking wreck their shit.
But I feel like a baboon would fuck me up slowly.
I'd just feed them something.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm big brain time.
Big brain time.
Here's a fucking glass bottle and a steak, bitch. Are you still in the mood for this fight? But yeah, no, the funny one was, it's Independence Day.
For who?
Palestine.
Oh, how's that going for?
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing with that?
Jesus Christ.
Do you feel independent?
God damn. That's dark. That's dark as hell. That independence is not going well for them, bro.
But it might kick off. So, but they love like significant dates, don't they?
They do. So
they have like fighting season and fucking all sorts of shit.
Off seasons and on seasons.
Yeah.
Hamas.
So they might kick it back on. They might hit up my fucking new moon party.
Oh, they might have a little. Yeah.
It's new moon today as well. In the future,
they might get the battle bus out.
Yeah,
get the
battle bus coming down on my fucking
Fortnite
what are they
style.
called? Like bar umbrellas, pub umbrellas.
So yeah, well, Gladiators though, that's what we're here to talk about, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So here's one thing. Do you know we was talking about the start of the games, not liking Greeks being naked and shit like that?
Yeah.
You know, the first ever games for the Romans were started as a funeral to someone's pa.
Yeah, so originally, do you know in the Iliad?
Yeah.
Achilles does it for Patroclus.
Yeah.
So he has a fight at his funeral pyre.
Yeah.
And then that tradition was carried on. They called them bustiaries.
Oh, nice.
Men of the funeral pyre.
Nice.
So it wasn't actually games, it was like a thing.
Yeah.
And then the games actually took off. Like, oh, we fucking mate, he died ages ago, but
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
still for him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, my uncle died a year ago, but I'm running for election this year,
Yeah.
so
Get some buddies to fight in their pants.
But they happened all over. Like, we all think of the Colosseum and that, but almost every Roman city had
Yeah,
an amphitheatre.
they were just wood, so they didn't last.
Yeah, or they'd have them. They'd even have gladiator fights at parties. And
There were
things
some
like that.
sick amphitheatres as well.
Yeah,
Like they're rotating ones and ones
No
that like
way.
popped out the ground and shit. They
That's
were fucking
gangster.
cool engineers.
Pompeii had like a very popular amphitheatre, and there was one games where it was like a rival nation to city to Pompeii were having a home match with them.
Nice. It's like a fucking what do you call it? A derby.
Yeah, yeah. So they came over and had like a little game in Pompeii, but it all fucking kicked off football hooligan style.
Yeah.
Like ancient Rome football hooligans. And I don't know if you know this. Did you know ancient Rome didn't have a police force?
Oh shit! I know they had firefighters.
Yeah, they didn't have a police force.
Cool. Based.
So it really fucking kicked off. And after that, like the away team got slaughtered in Pompeii. And
Shit.
after that, Pompeii wasn't allowed to hold games for 10 years.
Nice. Yeah, so that solves it. You're banned from FIFA. You guys are too fucking crazy.
You guys are too rolled up. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got for the start with it. Oh yeah, there were some wild style games as well. Like, check this one out for an old ancient original before they really became the big popular gladiator things. One of the ones I had was one of these lowly ones was a dude with a bag on his head with a club versus a dog.
That's some high street shit you can see nowadays.
Isn't it?
Crackhead whose staff doesn't recognise him anymore because he's got a bag on his head. Get the fuck back!
It's like bum fights.
Yeah, it is. We've just gone full circle. But there was a dude, right? It's just because I love his name.
Go on.
He was like one of the OGs in the games, like the non-funeral related ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Manlius Maximus.
No.
Yeah,
That was actually his name.
Yeah, that's like the Randy Savage of back then for sure.
Yeah, Manlius.
He was like a fight promoter.
Manlius Maximus. Yeah.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we was having this discussion earlier, right? Gladiators, even though we all think they're dope as hell, and they were like the top athletes and sportsmen of the time, they were known as like part of what's called the infamous class.
Yeah, they're like whores.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone saw them as like the same as whores and actors.
I mean, sex workers.
And undertakers as well. So,
Yeah, undertakers, that's out of order because you always need one.
yeah, but they handled dead bodies, so it's a bit like, don't go near him.
True, unclean.
Yeah. But the reason they were saw in that, because a lot of the time these gladiators were either prisoners of war, already slaves, or men who had been condemned to death.
Yeah, so the Samnites. So
Yeah.
They had like really fancy armour. That's what
Yeah.
some of their armour's based on.
That's right.
They just constantly warred with them
Yeah.
and then brought back their nice ornate armours.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
was like, fuck it, we'd take some of the slaves and have them fight each other.
Yeah, and like a lot
Because
of
that's
like,
all you could do with a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
He's a soldier, so you're scared of him.
yeah,
And they can organise quickly, so you just got to be like, fuck it,
and the whole idea,
fight each other.
the whole idea was that they fight so well they eventually get offered Roman citizenship.
Yeah.
So they're like fighting to be the normal class as everyone else. Now, despite this, people fucking loved them.
Yeah.
Like they thought they used
Loads
to
of
like,
emperors were like, I wish I was a gladiator.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's
Well,
like 3 or 4 of them.
Commodus.
Yeah.
Commodus is famous for it, isn't
Who's
he?
that fucking weirdo? Caligula.
Caligula.
Caligula, he did some dark shit.
Yeah, but Commodus is the one who, oh, it might be Caligula, who's after Marcus Aurelius. Who does Joaquin Phoenix play?
Aurelius killed the game.
Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't a big fan of the games.
Yeah.
But his son brought him back because his son thought he was Hercules reborn. I think it's Commodus.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's
cool.
Commodus.
Nice.
And he had statues erected of him all
Commodore
around
64.
Rome. Oh, yeah, he was on the 64, bruv. But he had his statues erected all over the city of Rome with him cosplaying as Hercules.
Nice.
And he'd have games against gladiators, but obviously the gladiator ain't exactly going to be trying to kill the emperor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
He did die eventually. Do you want to know how he died? It wasn't by Russell Crowe.
Something gay.
No, it was pretty dope. His wife and the head of the Praetorian Guard were like, yeah, fuck this dude. He's lame. So they poisoned his food. But the poison wasn't strong enough, so he's still standing.
So they clubbed him to death.
No, his wrestling coach walked by and they were like, go in there and choke him out. Here's some cash.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty
That's a
good.
good way to go.
Yeah, yeah. Just your homie coming in, you're thinking, oh, ain't it nice to see you, bruv?
Yeah, I'm not feeling great, mate.
Oh, no, I don't want to spar now. No, no, no. That's it, bruv. Choked.
Yeah, most of the evidence comes from Pompeii, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the evidence. Like a lot of the graffiti and that.
Something that annoyed me, right?
Go on.
They said that they were vegan.
Yeah.
Gladiators, anyway. And their like protein shake was all these burnt plants,
Yeah.
but it's from Pompeii. So you think he's eating that? You think he's just going to burn everything, or could it possibly be that his actual protein shake was devoured by a volcano?
Yeah, there's a good chance in there. There's a very good fucking chance of that. But
yeah, Pompeii was just like a whores and gladiators town.
yeah, it was just.
There wasn't much else there.
No, it was just whiling. Everyone whiling. And there's you can tell by the way the volcano. They found that dude holding his dick.
Yeah, just like fuck it. I'm gonna smack one out real quick.
I've seen a documentary where they're like, no. He just folded that way where he was dying in the heat. But you're like, no way, bruv.
I've been there.
He was having one last crank before the end, bruv.
You know it.
You know he was going out like that. So we're obviously talking the main part. Everyone knows when you think gladiators. There's really one amphitheater you think of, isn't there, bruv?
Yeah.
The Colosseum.
So that was
the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Did you see the UFC shit in that?
No.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, I can handle it.
Oh, right. Ooh,
I don't really watch UFC anymore.
I haven't watched a full card.
Marcus Aurelius in it.
You banning the games, bro.
Yeah. Just sitting being autistic as fuck and not talking to women. That's the stoic way.
But yeah, so the Colosseum was pretty dope. It was built, like you said, after Nero, right?
Yeah, so Nero. Well, we've brought it up before.
Go
the
on.
year of 4 emperors.
That's it. Yeah.
So Nero dies.
Then there's 4 chapters.
And he's burnt down the town to build a giant palace and a lake of gold, or whatever the fuck he was saying. And then the 4 emperors
ends with Vespasian.
Yeah, so Vespasian is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He was a general.
Yeah. Do you know why he was like falling down? Well, he was quite low down. Do you know why he was low down? Oi.
Oh shit.
That's the history dog. She wants to play. Do you know why he was quite low down? He sided with Pompey in Pompeius during the Julius Caesar civil wars.
And then he got
Caesar
fried.
Wars. Yeah. And then after that, everyone was like, "Come on, bro, he was meant to rep the Caesar."
Yeah. But yeah, so he was like the people's champ though.
Yeah.
Because he had this backing of an army. That's how he ended up being emperor. Because he was a good general.
Yeah.
And then,
do you know how he got all the materials to build the Colosseum and all the cash?
No.
He invaded the fuck out of Jerusalem.
Get him.
Like serious, got him.
Yeah.
Like I think the burning of one of the main temples is Vespasian. Him and his son Titus. His son Titus also took an Israeli wife afterwards.
No, he got them jugs though.
He took himself a little Gal Gadot, bruv.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then, so Titus made him quite famous as well. But Vespasian's the main boy. Built it all up. He built it on Nero's palace grounds.
Yeah,
exactly
so
like
they
you said.
drained the lake.
Oh yeah.
And it's 40 foot of concrete foundations.
God damn.
That's serious work.
That is some serious work.
100,000 cubic meters of travertine stone.
God damn. And
300 tons of iron clamps.
Do you know how big it is now? Like you see it and you're like,
yeah.
it's pretty big. It's meant to be bigger.
Yeah, there was a roof on it and everything.
So that blew my mind. Well, I was when I went there the other year, I was fucking walking around it and I saw a sign being like, yeah, it had a stadium roof, bruv. It had a little Wembley roof.
Yeah.
It blew my mind, bruv.
Well, it was, what do they call them? Sails.
Yeah. Tarpaulin.
Veilers.
Oh, is that what they were called?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and it's built in such a way that the airflow is perfect.
Oh, really?
Because it could hold like 65,000 people.
Yeah.
Think about like most stadiums nowadays are close to that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the massive American ones are obviously a bit more, but
and they need aircon, bruv.
Yeah, and this just had like the arches, Fousoir arch.
Do you know why it was well designed like that? Like what? Like you said about the aircon and shit like that, right?
Because the stink of death.
No, it was getting to get everyone out quickly.
Yeah.
So it would take 8 minutes to empty a full crowd, and they were designed it so that like none of the social classes, some of them, but not the main social class. Basically, the senators didn't clash with everyone else.
Yeah.
The senators just got straight out.
Don't get no dirt on my toga, bitch.
Yeah, that's it. And all the exit ways, they were called vomitoriums.
Yeah, so in Victorian writing, when
Yeah.
they come across that, they were such gluttons.
Yeah.
And they had big orgies to just go someplace and vomit.
Yeah.
But no, it means like vomitoria is like we vomit into that's where we get the word vomit from.
Yeah,
but
the
it's
way
like we
that
pour in from one point.
And the way all the crowds spew out of the Colosseum.
Yeah, so the tiered seating and the what do you call them, like the banked seats.
Yeah.
That was their invention. We still use the exact same maths today.
Yeah.
And the vomitoria, the way you get into stadiums.
We almost use the same sort of layout as well, bruv. Like
yeah, exactly the same.
no, this is what I mean by this. Is like the way the seatings are ranked. So at the
Oh,
very
yeah, true.
front, at the very low down, the most expensive tickets, right? That's where the Emperor and the Senator class sat.
Yeah.
So the Emperor was at the. He also had a point where everyone in the arena could see him at all times.
Oh, cool.
So that was also. The
Oh, yeah,
design.
what was that? It begins with a P.
Oh yeah.
Pietoria or something. Nah.
Praetorian
That's the
Guard.
guy that shot his missus. Oscar Pistorius. It's the
Is that
Oscar
what you're thinking?
Pistorius chair.
It's got no legs.
Yeah. Oh, little tank tank.
And then behind the Senator class and the Emperor was the Equestrians, so the soldier
Nice.
class. Behind them was the plebeians, the plebs.
Big up plebeians.
Oi, oi. And then at the very top, there were still more people allowed in. At the very top, this is also, I don't think you should mix this group, but that's where the women were allowed to sit.
What?
And the slaves.
Oh. Yeah, women loved to slave back then, bro.
So yeah, the women's and the slaves at the top, plebeians underneath, equestrians.
Guess how long it took to build?
Go on.
8 years, bro.
No.
Yeah, so it's 50 metres tall.
Can't even get a road done in 8 years
Yeah,
nowadays,
you know,
bruv.
exactly. 65,000 people, 40-foot foundations,
God damn.
100,000 cubes of stone, and it took 8 years.
That's fucking wild.
The exterior has 80 arches,
Yeah.
and they're like stacked fusroir arches because they're like strong. They're stolen from the Greeks, I think.
God damn.
And they've got every type of column.
What do you mean?
So like if you did classics or history where you had to learn all the fucking columns,
Yeah.
if you ever need an answer, like where can you get an example of a Doric column?
Colosseum.
Colosseum. What about an Ionian column?
Colosseum.
Colosseum.
Yes.
Corinthian columns? Colosseum.
Colosseum.
They're all there, but they were tiered. So the first level was the basic ones, the
Nice.
Dorics, Ionians on the second tier, and the really ornate ones were on the third tier, the Corinthian columns.
Ooh, fancy. Which is weird because if the higher up you go, the more poor you are,
Yeah,
and they're
but
giving you the fancy columns.
something good to look at, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't could you imagine trying to see the view of two people scrapping? There's no jumbotron, bruv.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and apparently they had like fake trees and all sorts of shit that just pop out the ground.
Yeah, they
They flooded it for a fucking.
Yeah, we're gonna come to that later on, bruv. We're gonna come to that later on. It's
But yeah, building it. How did they get up 50 meters tall?
I don't know.
Cranes, dog.
They had cranes.
They had a crane that was powered by a tread wheel.
No, bruv. I saw on History Channel it was aliens.
Yeah, obviously. But look at how fake they have to. They're saying these giant hamster wheels filled with slaves run the cranes.
What?
That's how they pulled the pulleys.
That's amazing.
And
I
they'd
mean,
have.
I don't know if amazing is the right word, but
And it's scalable. These tread wheel, you could just make them as big as you want, and they work the same.
god damn, just
So-
you chuck more slaves in it.
Yeah, just
At
more,
it.
more dudes in the fucking hole. I wonder how many deaths there was though,
Oh, plenty.
because there was probably about 10 to 15,000 slaves on that job.
And they were all slaves from where Vespasian had just conquered as well, which was
Nah.
Jerusalem. Yeah, they were all Jewish slaves.
So the pyramids and the Colosseum. Nah.
Yeah.
No. They must have tired themselves out for the next 1,000 generations, bro. Because I've never met a Jewish builder. But yeah, they had scaffolding with A-frame cranes on it, and they
God
lived
damn.
between the scaffolding on A-frame cranes, and then big treadwheel cranes. So it's like the invention of site.
Yeah.
Like,
Job
the
sites.
scaffies, the concreters,
Look, there's
crane operators.
There's a lot of Jewish stand-ups in there, so I'm just saying maybe that job site was a bit of a laugh, bruv.
Yeah, true.
So I thought what we'd do is, as we talked about the Colosseum, go on.
I was going to say the saddest part is Vespasian dies before it's finished.
It is, yeah.
His son Titus takes over.
Yeah, him and he doesn't get on with his little brother Domitian.
Ooh.
If you're a fan
But
of...
it's the first emperor who passed his title to a blood son.
It is, yeah, the Flavian dynasty, I think it's called. And
Flavian, that's it.
that's it, Flavian dynasty. And if you're a fan of watching Gladiator type shit, there's a really good Amazon series at the moment with Anthony Hopkins playing Flavor Flav.
If you want to know what it's like to be the emperor
Yeah,
of like the gladiators,
yeah.
there's a really good documentary on Netflix about Vince McMahon.
Yeah, on Amazon it's called For Those About to Die. I think it's based on a book. Anthony Hopkins plays Flavor Flav.
Sick.
Yeah.
I was
pretty
thinking Flavor Flav, and I remembered I just said Flavian. I was like, no way. This is going to be fucking crazy. Get that bitch out of my house. She shit on the floor.
Anthony Hopkins with a much too heavy clock around his neck for his whole body.
He's got a big fucking sundial on his neck.
That's how I'm...
A marble and brass sundial.
From now on, that is how that emperor is from. Flavor Flav with a sundial around his neck. Vespasian, you are a Donny, bruv.
It was pretty cool.
So what I thought...
He freed 2 gladiators as well on the
did he? On the first one, yeah, night. I got that story in this. So what I thought we'd do, right, bruv, is I'd tell us, we'll wave a little story as if we're going to go to the Colosseum for a day of the games, bruv.
Oh, yeah, boy.
You know what I mean? So here's the thing, right? When you get there, all along the pathway, bruv, vendors.
Yeah, boy.
Little merch stands.
The vendors are back.
Little merch stands, bruv.
Sick.
You could get your gladiator sweat, because they used to do that. They used to take the sweat off of gladiators and sell it as like a pheromone, as like a blue chew.
Nice.
Yeah. So you drink.
Yeah, because chicks dig gladiators.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Shawn Michaels was such a big deal. That's what I was trying to get at earlier.
As well as snacks. Get yourself some little snacks, bruv. Bread, olives, wine, pastries.
Olives,
yeah. Wine.
olive oil.
I read one
Russell
thing.
Crowe was a olive oil salesman.
Olive oil, yeah. I think I read something saying pizza, and I don't know if they had pizza yet. But
yeah,
fuck it.
Simple enough, isn't it?
Bread, cheese.
I've got this fucking dough.
Yeah.
What can you put on it?
Cheese,
everything,
and tomatoes.
anything you want.
Yeah.
Especially pineapple.
And like I said, like I didn't say, but when you go into the arches, right, bruv, there's all like cool, intricate carvings all along. Like we don't see them anymore, but all along the pillars and on the inside, and images of gladiator battles and all sorts.
Do you know why it's called the Colosseum?
Go on.
Because there was a colossal statue outside.
Yeah, that's right.
It didn't get that name until like the medieval era when they found it.
That's right. Before that,
it was just called like the Flavian Amphitheatre or something
like that. Yeah, and it had like a big message out front, like, "Yo, Flavor Flav built this for everyone after killing all the Jays."
Yeah.
So
F them Jays, Flavor Flav.
So you go in, and to get a ticket, a lot of the times it was free, bruv.
Bread and theatre.
Bread and theatre, but you had to know somebody.
Oh.
You had to know somebody who knows somebody who get you a ticket.
Nice.
So I wonder how the slaves got a ticket, or the plebs even got a ticket.
Well, their guy was cool.
Yeah, they knew a cool guy.
Good work on the fucking treadwheel this week, buddy.
Yeah.
My legs hurt, boss.
Here's a ticket to the Colosseum. Can I get some water? No. Ticket. You get a ticket, bruv.
Salt water. Yeah, their concrete. It was so poorly mixed that it repairs itself.
That doesn't sound poorly mixed to me, bruv.
Yeah, but there's still powder in it.
Okay.
So when the crack forms, water runs through the crack and seals up the thing with the lime.
That doesn't sound like a problem to me, bruv.
Yeah, and they used salt water, made it fucking strong as shit.
That's gangster as hell.
Well, cool.
That is, their Roman engineering was a fucking sight to behold, bruv.
It was pretty good.
So after we enter, some attendants direct us to our seat, just like the big stadiums nowadays, bruv. Got them little tendies.
What are they called? Ushers.
Ushers there with Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav sitting in his emperor seat, of course, and Ushers out there taking us to our seat. Which reminds me,
to our seat.
Do you remember the time we went to watch the UFC and we got to watch the entire prelims plus the main card?
Sat in like VIP.
Sat in some like super dope dope seats above the cage, and then about 6 absolutely wham dudes came in.
Yeah. They look like Mexican gangsters or something, didn't they? They're all
gold chains, everything. We think you're in our seats, bruv. Yeah.
Don't care if I am. It's definitely your seat now. You do all that Muay Thai and that, do you, bruv?
Yeah, so that, but hey, look, we got to watch most of the cards sitting there.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking
sick.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
That was Hedon Burrell that night, wasn't it?
It was
He was on
Hedon
a fucking streak.
He was. So we get to
like a Flammus.
We get to our seats. Us being us, might even sneak into the senator seats, as you can tell, because it's what we do.
Fuck it, just pull that curtain off the wall, boy. Here you are. It's some leaves for your head.
Oh yeah, not just the emperor was sitting in the first row. Also the Vestal virgins were allowed to sit in the front row.
Ooh,
so virgin priestesses.
They changed it often. So we need a new one. Fucked up again at the games. A bit too much young red wine.
Too many pizzas in her, bruv.
Yeah.
So the games start, with an opening ceremony.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, say can
gotta have one of
you
them.
say...
Less satanic back then, maybe.
That's the halftime show.
So no Tom Cruises, which is a shame. You know
No
what I
Tom
mean?
Cruises.
No Daniel Craig's coming in with the Queen on a jetpack or whatever we did.
Oh, that's pretty... Actually, yeah, the Olympic opening ceremony is always satanic, isn't it?
Yeah,
I was thinking
the
NFL.
Super Bowl. Yeah,
It's all pretty satanic.
yeah. I mean, yeah. So after that, with the opening ceremony, you get well, it starts. Sorry, a herald introduces the day's events and salutes the emperor. Hits him with the old Roman salute. Can't be doing that one.
Nice.
Who sits in a decorated box, like I said, surrounded by his advisors and other nobles. And then after that, the parade of the gladiators begins.
Nice.
They all get to come out.
Like a
parading,
rodeo.
bruv. Yeah, like
They
a
do
little,
the
you get
lap
to see
with the
'em.
flags and that.
I've got a little list here of the different type of gladiator styles you can get.
Yeah, there's like
So one you got is the Murmillo. I actually
the trident.
I'm not sure if the Murmillo did. I've set it up for you, bruv. I've planned ahead here. I've actually got a picture of each one ready for you.
I got it.
So the Murmillo is like he would have a short sword and a rectangle shield, and he would wear that mask where it like goes all over the face, but he's also got like the Greek feather along the top.
Oh yeah, he's got a Civil War helmet.
Yeah, and he'd have like only one arm armored, which is pretty like
Yeah,
ballsy.
that's the one you think of when you see it. The guy with like the dots for a face mask.
Yeah, exactly that, bruv.
The
And
baby face was called the Gratiaris.
The Gratiaris.
He didn't have a helmet. Everyone else had helmets.
Well, you get the Retiaris, and he gets the trident and the net.
Nice.
And
That might be what I'm thinking of.
sorry, I forgot as well.
Gratiaris.
Before the Ratiaris, you get the Thraex, and so a lot of the times gladiators wouldn't be playing themselves; they'd play these characters.
Yeah.
So like a Murmillo and a Thraex would often fight each other. And so would the Retiarius.
Like a Thracian or whatever.
Yeah, exactly that. So they were meant to symbolise enemies of Rome. And then also they'd have like a Retiarius, which is the geezer you saw, with no helmet, but a net and a
Pretty
trident.
boy. He's the baby face.
He's fighting the Secutor, who would basically look like the first geezer I said
The
about.
heel.
But he'd have more of like a fish fin on his helmet.
Oh yeah.
And he'd be like the heavier heel, right?
Corinthian style, but with the
Well, what they were meant to represent
Iron Giant.
is the geezer with the net and the pitchfork or the trident. He was meant to represent who's the fucking god of the sea?
Poseidon. Oh well, Neptune to the Romans.
And then the other chavvy would represent just the sea because he's a fishman.
Ah, fishman.
Fishman.
So fuck fish. We're buddies. I thought you was Aquaman. Hell no.
Then you got a lot more, and they all pretty much look the same, bruv. You got like the Hoplomachus. Yoked. Hoplomachus, he had a spear, a dagger, sometimes a short sword. He had a small little round shield, visored helmet. You had the Samnite.
Buckler.
You had the Samnite. He'd have a gladius or a Sparta, a longsword.
Nice.
The Demetrius. This geezer, he's pretty dope.
Samnite. Yeah, that's the guys. That's based on one of our enemies as well.
Yeah, the
The
Samnite.
hill people.
That's it. Then you had this one.
One leg shorter than the other.
You'd have a Demetrius. He was pretty dope. He was like, again, a baby face, no helmet.
Nice.
And he got 2 swords.
Ooh.
Yeah, bruv.
He's the hench guy.
Comes out dual wielding. You get the Equitas, who was just sort of like your pony boy. Oh, here's the dual sword guy. This one's got a helmet, but I'm pretty sure I read that they didn't get helmets, these guys.
Yeah, that guy looks like mankind.
He's pretty dope, isn't he?
Urukai sword as well.
Yeah, you get one straight sword, one Urukai sword.
Sick.
Equitas, as you can guess, Chavi's on horses. Horse guy. This dude you're going to love, bruv. So before we even have medieval knights, in the gladiators arena, bruv, they had the Crupularius. And this was a dude just drenched in heavy armour.
Nice.
They always
pick Juggernaut.
Yeah, they always picked like a giant dude and just drenched him in heavy armour.
Sick.
And was like, yeah, fight Iron
That's
Man,
proper
bruv.
Iron Giant.
Yeah.
His fucking ball bag looks pretty like a
yeah, he's like
vulnerable right
armoured
there.
up all over apart from a furry loincloth.
Yeah.
So I think I know where I'm targeting, bruv. So they have a little parade. They all come in, saluting the emperor, hitting him with the little fucking Roman salute. And they'd all say to him, Ave Caesar. Oh, I can't speak Latin, but here we go. Ave Caesar, morituri tilla salutant. Hail Caesar, we who are about to die salute you.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And then
You're about to die.
that, and then after that they get sent to their fucking locker rooms, little waiting areas, which has got to be probably one of the most.
Go and get a pump.
It's got to be one of the most intense waiting rooms ever.
Well, it was like WWE. They didn't die all the time.
No, they didn't. You're right. There was actually...
There's ones with like 35 and 7 records. And that, you're like, 7?
So like... huh? So it was the survival rate was 10 to 20%.
Most of them died of
death rate.
Infections.
Yeah.
It was like weeks later.
Yeah, the death rate was only 10 to 20%. But your first fight, everyone's first fight,
make or break.
It was like 30-40%.
Oh, okay.
So after that, you got through your first fight. You got to make
your name.
Yeah.
And then they'll start feeding you fights.
Yeah, that's it.
Let you hold on to the belt.
After we've got the opening ceremony, we have the prelims, like you said, and that is the animal hunts, bruv.
Yeah.
The Venetian, some fucking word. Different types of entertainment with these animal hunts as well, right? Sometimes it'll be like exotic animals, and obviously these animals were starved. They weren't.
It's like
a bit tired.
It's like, think about what chicks watch nowadays at horror films.
Yeah.
It's all about fucking creeps on Tinder and fucking serial killers. Back then it was like the woods will fucking kill you. It's like imagine you're alone in the forest, loads of trees pop out the floor, someone releases a lion, you're like, fuck, that's exactly what I'm scared of. And also dudes from other countries with nets.
First time you've ever seen an elephant in your life. What I always thought of it as well is actually like it's sort of like, for the audience, not the person in there, it's sort of actually more modern day David Attenborough.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting... Oh, he's dead.
Exactly.
Well, I lost.
But they didn't just do like... Oh, sometimes they as well, they not only did they do like hunting, where it's like dudes armed with spears and shields, sometimes they just chucked condemned prisoners into the arena as part of the entertainment.
Yeah, so that's where people get mixed up in it, that our gladiators were like executors of like slaves basically, but it's not. It wasn't really like that. It was like they were the showmen. Yeah, and then the execution was something else.
Yeah, completely. So they might chuck them to the animals. They also did. Now this, as cruel as it is, I can get behind this sort of. I can see the entertainment value in this, bruv. They also did what every man in their 20s talks about, and they just had animal fights.
Yeah. So just cockfights, chimp fights.
I've got a list of animal fights here, and I've just thought we'd have a little discussion.
Man with a bag on his head.
Versus a dog. So one of the first ones I've got is they had an elephant versus a rhino.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I bet they armoured them up as well.
That would be pretty dope. Do you want to? I've actually got the results to this one.
Rhino.
Elephant had it, but it cheated.
It's heavy.
It pulled a spear out of the ground with its trunk and stabbed the rhino in the eye.
No, it fucking did.
That's the story, bro. That's the story.
Imagine being there. And then that was the best one ever. Every time they tried it, it was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
So you should have been there for fucking Big Grey, bruv. Back in the day, we had proper fighting elephants.
After that, sometimes they'd have an elephant versus a bull.
Yeah, that seems a bit more unfair.
Okay, you want to see how they made it more unfair? They
balls on fire.
Sometimes they chained them together.
Ooh,
yeah.
Elephants are kind of like pacifists, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
You got to really wind them up.
But he's just going to stomp on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus
waste
a ball.
of timing.
Also, what's Europeans' beef with just fucking balls up?
Fuck a minute. It's like
no milk from this cunt.
Yeah, they're so good. Well, I fucking did, and it was embarrassing. I got caught milking that one. Fucking someone stab it.
Another one they had was rhino versus bear. What you got on that?
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
But the rhino's got so much mass.
It does, but the bear can stand up, move around.
Not as quick as the rhino, I don't think.
I think he can dart side to side. I think he can cut more angles.
That's like Brock Lesnar versus a Land Rover.
Yeah.
Still a tough one to the size.
But like the bear's also got claws, but can it get through the skin of the rhino?
Yeah, exactly. Without getting a big old horn up his guts.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
it's a good one. We've got crocodile versus hippo.
Hippo every time.
You got hippo on that?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Tiger versus a bear.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tough one again.
Yeah,
I want to go to this show, bro. This undercard's looking great.
Tiger vs. Bear is a pretty good one.
Mm.
I think
Tiger, though, for the fucking leaps.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Tiger. Most of the time, I'll go Tiger.
Yeah.
Because the Tigers are pretty bad.
Tigers are fucking yoked.
Bear vs. Wolves. It's classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. That's some
I also
Midwestern
like that,
shit.
how it was wolves.
Yeah, you can't.
Not
one wolf
wolf
ain't a fighting wolf.
Nah. But in a pack?
Yeah. Inside you is 2 wolves, which means you've lost the fight. They're currently eating your bear's guts.
Lion versus tiger. Standard.
Tiger every time.
Yeah, apparently, from the stories I heard, a tiger only won that battle once.
Yeah?
Yeah. They must have been getting some shit tigers.
They got the wrong names.
They got the wrong tiger.
Yeah.
You know
they got the Tasmanian tigers.
Yeah. Lion versus a bull.
I want to say bull because I fucking hate cats so much.
A lion versus a panther.
Lion.
Yeah. Lion versus a chimp.
But is it the European lion? Because they existed until...
Oh, it might be.
Not so long ago.
But they were also fucking up Africa. They've got rhinos and elephants.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get the biggest lion you could, wouldn't you?
Yeah, big old furry mane. Lion versus a chimp. That one's pretty...
Lion.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know about good, but I think that one's pretty cruel. Lion versus hyenas. Is a David Attenborough.
Yeah, I said that. That's straight up David Attenborough.
Yeah.
I reckon hyenas. If you've got them organised, you've got them trained.
Yeah, it's true. I remember that David Attenborough where that one lion had to have his brother come along and save his ass.
Yeah. Oh, that was fucking so dramatic.
It was epic, wasn't it? It was epic as fuck, bruv. This is also what I'm saying. They were basically watching David Attenborough documentaries.
True, because it's like, but it also shows the scale of the empire in the same way the building did.
Yeah.
So did like all the shit that we got. Like fucking Chinese guys, lions, wheels.
Talking about animals, obviously this didn't happen at the Colosseum, but in chariot races sometimes they'd have zebras or ostriches pull the chariots just to fucking see.
Yeah.
Have a go.
Zebras are notoriously hard to train.
Yeah.
But you just want them. I think it's Queen Charlotte had a bunch of zebras. She fed them meat and tobacco, and they were psycho.
So Pompeii, we were talking about how wild Pompeii was back in the day.
Yeah.
One of their Venations in 55 BC, it included 500 lions being put to the sword.
Nice.
500, bruv.
It's a good amount of lions. And we think fucking poachers are bad.
Yeah, you know. During the 100-day festivities to mark the opening of the Colosseum, so the main Colosseum, estimated 9,000 animals were slaughtered.
Yeah, I heard that.
I think Romans were just really good at knocking down their carbon emissions.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all beef cows. But yeah, apparently, like 5-6 days in, the vendors all had like perfume and shit, and there was like women hired to spray perfume everywhere.
Yeah, that's it.
To cover the stench of all these dead animals.
All this fucking death. After the animal fights, we get a little midday break and refreshment.
Little refreshment after some traumatic animal fighting.
Get the pizza in, bruv.
Yeah,
you know
fucking.
what I mean?
Can I have a piece of that lion? That looks meaty.
Around middays, the games take a brief pause for refreshments. Vendors circulate the crowd. Like
pause as refreshments. As Romans had some fucked up meals.
But then they're offering like bread, cheese, salted fish, wine.
Saltfish.
You know what I mean?
Classic.
Spectators stand and stretch and chat with those around them, discussing their favourite moments of the animal fights, bruv. And there's a little story as well of when they're eating lunch once, of the emperor scoffing. He turns around and he sees one of the senators' class and he's eating in the theatre. And he's like, bruv, I go home to eat. And the geezer turned to the emperor and was like, yeah, well, no one's going to steal your fucking seat, are they, bruv? Which I thought was a nice little bar.
That's a good one.
And then in the afternoon...
But it was like an all-day ordeal, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's a full-day card.
Whole day, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Imagine how much shit for 100 days they had to get in, including gladiators and slaves, animals.
Imagine the body part, like piles of bodies after that, bro.
I like to imagine it's like the start of Apocalypto. Do you know where they're fucking shipping everyone in to paint them blue?
Yeah.
Must have been like that.
Yeah, paint them blue.
Yeah, paint them blue to throw them down the hill, didn't they?
Oh, I thought went to the song Paint them Black. I was like,
I see a tribesman and I want him painted blue.
So after lunch, we have the executions.
So just baddies.
Just crims.
This motherfucker wouldn't run on the wheel to lift all the shit up.
And a lot of people didn't really like the executions. It was more like the plebeians and the slaves and them lot loved the executions. Yeah. All the senator class and all the equestrians.
Fuck you! I knew he fucking took my bread roll.
All the equestrians and the senators used to be sort of like, oh, I'm going to go out for a drink, bruv. I'm going to the bar.
So you signed off on this, you cunt. It's your idea.
But yeah, like I said, usually condemn criminals. Sometimes they would face wild animals, like we said earlier. But yeah, this was the dark part.
It's got to be done.
Everyone executed people back then.
How else do you maintain a republic?
Talking about executions and emperors. Do you remember earlier we mentioned Commodus,
Yeah.
getting a bit involved in the gladiators, thought he was Hercules, thought he was a gladiator. There is one execution which he was involved in, and they tried making the story Commodus versus the Giants.
Ooh.
They chopped Chavy's legs off and dug them into the sand so it looked like they were growing out of the sand, and then he just went around killing them.
Weird cunt.
Yeah.
Sure, that's not Caligula.
No, that was Commodus, bruv. That was Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, right.
After that, we get the gladiator fights, bruv.
Yeah, boy.
After
the
a
main
bit of
card.
fucking execution, the main card comes on. Individual duels, carefully matched up between. Do you know what I mean? No cans here, bruv. Like I said, sometimes you get a net wielding. You get fucking Neptune versus the sea, shit like that. People love the gladiator fights. That's what they're here for,
That's
bro.
what it's all about.
That's what they're all here
The
for.
baby faces.
Yeah, and like we
The
said earlier,
heavyweights.
right? Some bouts ended in bloodshed, while others were a lot of them were quite merciful.
Yeah. I imagine that fucking dude that's covered in armour up to his bollocks was alright
Yeah.
90% of the time.
Yeah, 90% of the time he was probably all right. Do you know the whole thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah.
We're not sure about that.
That's if they're earning their freedom, I heard.
It just comes from the only document we have of how he decided.
Yeah.
It said that he showed a pressed thumb. That's all we know.
Oh.
We don't know which way means what a pressed
Okay.
thumb means. He could just been like throwing up the shucker.
Yeah. Sick. I should kill him? No. Waffly.
We got a famous fight of Verus versus Priscus. This was the first ever game
Nice.
we were talking about. The opening of the Colosseum, 80 AD. And both men are like famous as fuck.
Yeah.
Like Verus was a furious warrior, Thracian. He was like known to be fucking quick, just shit with a curved sword, just shit up, bruv. Priscus is his opponent, equally skilled, and he was a Gaul.
Yeah, a lot of them were fucking Scottish.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because the Boudiccan revolt was while Nero was in power.
Oh, really?
So, like, early 60s.
So they had a lot of
so
Gauls
by
they
now,
shipped
and they
over.
were already selling slaves by then.
Yeah.
And, so by the 80s,
there you
packed
go.
with Scots and Welshmen.
So that would be what this dude Priscus was,
Mm.
likely. And he apparently was fucking massive.
Yeah.
He had a gladius, classic Roman short sword. And these chavies were well matched, right? Took their positions, sun shining down on them. And the crowd fucking goes silent because these boys are really bad to have it. We're hitting them Japanese pride style.
Yeah.
Crowd's fucking quiet.
Croke Park.
Verus quick on his feet. He's moving about, bruv. He lunges forward. Priscus counters with his gladius, bruv, parrying Verus's strikes and responding with powerful blows. Their styles differed but complemented each other. Where Verus was fast and elusive, Priscus fought with calculated, forceful strokes.
Nice.
And the battle keeps going on, just keeps going on, bruv. They're sweating, the crowd's going wild with each close call, bruv. Display of skill, they're loving it. Combatants are relentless, neither willing to yield. Each fighting not only for survival, but for the glory and honour of victory. But after a while, they both start getting fucking knackered, bro.
Yeah, you better imagine.
They're pretty fucking
It's hot, mate.
Yeah.
It's Italy, bruv.
We ain't got a month. What
Up
month
to my knees in bits of bear meat.
Just sniffing all them Italians about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ponging, bruv. As the fight reached a fever pitch, it became clear that neither would emerge as the clear victor without extreme measures. And they're going for it, right? But like I said, they're tired. And in a remarkable twist, as they both realise they're both knackered, Verus and Priscus lock eyes. And they
Just start making
stand
out.
up. No, they don't start making out. They just put their handshake out to shake hands.
Nice, just like fucking.
Knackered, bro.
Fair.
You're knackered. And then good old fucking Flavor Flav. Actually, no, it's Emperor Titus at this point.
Yeah.
So Flavor Flav's son raises his hand.
Well, it's still flavy.
He's still part flavour. He's got some flavour. And after this, Emperor Titus raises his hand, signalling for the match to end, and he declares both Verus and Priscus victorious.
Yeah, he gives them the wooden sword as well.
That's it. The Rudus.
Rudus.
So-
That's the name of the referee as well.
Oh, is it really? So they get the wooden sword Rudus, and they both, after that, become Roman citizens,
Nice.
which is pretty gangster.
They take the wooden sword to. Do you know the mouth of truth or whatever they call it? That big statue of Hercules in Rome.
Oh, yeah.
They take him there and offer it. They put it in the mouth.
Oh, that's gangster. That's pretty cool.
Because it's a tribute to Hercules, I think.
That's cool.
So they give, because Hercules the victor, they give Hercules all the honour.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I dig that.
Well, it's paganism, so it's not that cool.
I mean, but they do.
It's
They
a
give it
little
to
post
Disney.
box.
Disney Hercules. That's
That'd
what
be
they
cool. That'd be all right.
So talking of the
I will
rudest,
find my way.
imagine a gladiator singing that sad in the changing rooms.
I just want to be a singer, Ruders. Get out there and fight.
So talking of ruduses, I thought I'd bring up this one absolutely nutty geezer. He was considered the greatest gladiator of all time. His name was Flammer.
Yeah, he's Syrian, isn't he?
That's right, he's Syrian. His fight record was 34 recorded battles, which is 21 wins, 4 losses, and 9 draws.
Yeah.
Which is fucking remarkable.
Pretty good. There was a poster of him in Pompeii, wasn't there?
I don't know. There might have been. But yeah, he was a slave after. Well, he was a prisoner of war because he was a Syrian soldier.
Yeah.
After they invaded Syria, he died at 30, but not. I don't think from a battle like a gladiator fight.
Mad piss ups.
Just mad piss ups. But here's why I thought it would be worth mentioning about the Rudis. Flammer was awarded the Rudis 4 times.
And he keeps turning it down. Like,
just...
why the fuck would I want to do anything else?
Yeah, each time.
I love this game, baby!
Each time he refused this freedom and chose to remain a gladiator.
Sick. That's the Ronnie Coleman of Gladiators.
That's the Macho Man, bruv.
Yeah.
I don't know. Manly Maximus is might actually have it just
Manliest Maximus.
But Flammer's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, he held on the title for so long. So we can release you for WCW if you want. Not yet, brother.
Just give me one more run to the sun.
But they actually did that as well. Once they were like not as popular, they'd be like, "Well, fuck it, I'll go compete in another district."
Yeah. Which is what they literally were pro athletes, like UFC fighters.
It's just we live the same history over and over again.
Over and over again, bruv. After that, they had gladiator team battles.
Nice.
Which is pretty dope. And what times they were like historical Roman battle, like reenactments.
Yeah.
But with a bit more savagery than going to a reenactment on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's battles against barbarian tribes. There's a lot of times they'd sort of simulate, particularly the Gauls or the Germanic tribes. They also did ones where gladiators portrayed defeated enemies like the Carthaginians, the Greeks, or the Egyptians.
Fuck them guys.
One for one mock battle, Caesar provided 1,000 footmen and 60 horses after conquering North Africa, and in this battle reenactment had 30 elephants killed during the battle.
Ooh.
Yeah, bruv.
This fucking Colosseum's so big.
30 elephants.
Where are you keeping the bodies?
Well, here's the thing as well, right? Like
Where are the bodies, Garth?
They had like little trapdoors that they would bring up the animals with and shit like that in the stage.
Who's loading them up?
Yeah. But could you imagine being the geezers having to load up 30 elephants up there one by one? Oh, that one's dead. Fucking get another elephant in the fucking load up. Elephants are pretty skittish anyway.
Imagine running the fucking treadwheel to power the fucking elephant up the hill.
Yeah.
Well, I just got big Mongo.
Just cranking and cranking.
A big crank.
So after that, I thought we'll talk about what possibly the main event is for us going to the Colosseum tonight, bruv. And this only happened quite early on in the Colosseum days.
Wet t-shirt competition.
Yeah. They had those. Wet toga competitions. 80 CE under Emperor Titus. This only happened a few times, right? The temporary arena floor would open to reveal a water basin underneath.
Fuck yes. So where was the elephants the whole time? This is unbelievable.
This basin acted like a shallow pool, providing just enough depth to float small, manoeuvrable ships.
RC boat battle, bruv.
Bruv, they had naval battles in the Colosseum.
That's so sick.
The Nomakai, I don't know if I should even try to pronounce it. But yeah, it would fucking flood. They'd flood the thing to fucking have these battles. Ships and watercraft would engage in simulated conflicts. These events often represented historical naval battles. Nice. So one they did was the Battle of Salamis. Greeks and Persians clashing in a famous naval battle.
Nice.
I think from the trailers of Gladiator 2, that's one they're going to simulate in this movie. And the Battle of Actium, where Octavian defeated Mark Antony and Cleopatra.
Nice.
Yeah, marking the end of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Empire. So there's some pretty good fucking battles to have. But talking about where the elephants come from, after the Hypogeum was constructed, so the thing where they keep the animals under the stage and lift them up, that's when they stopped doing naval battles.
Oh, right.
Because they were like, animal battles is more sick.
The people want to see the bear versus elephant.
I want to see the bear versus elephant.
Yeah, I want to see like 3 bears versus elephant.
So yeah, after that, sort of,
walruses as well. I want to see if walrus can throw down.
Also, does that
keep
mean
it flooded.
They had the crocodile versus hippo when it was flooded. So someone had to bring them out in a lead. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Or just in them bags that they rescue them in. And then they just stop pulling the bag off from one end. Like,
Just fucking legging it after. But yeah, so other emperors did hold these naval battles after, but they just didn't hold them at the Colosseum.
Yeah.
Because they wanted the animal fights, you know what I mean?
You got to have the animal fights.
Yeah. The Campus Martius, I have no clue what that is, but that's one place they used to hold the naval battles as well. But they were still creating temporary pools to host these elaborate water-based spectacles.
Crazy fucking shit, bro.
Yeah. And then after that, the naval battle ends, bruv, and we start vomiting. We head out the vomitorium,
Get in
bruv.
the vomitorium.
Just fucking cutting it out.
Hit the vendors.
Yeah,
Get
that's
a little
it.
stuffed dormouse.
That's it. And the games used to finish around sunset, which is quite gangster. Head to the bars, bruv.
Or have a little tear up with the local firm.
Yeah, that's it. Get the games banned for another 10 years, bruv.
Fuck Pompeii. Pompeii scum make me sick.
But yeah, that was our day at the games, bruv.
Pretty sick day at the games.
Isn't it? I'm most excited about those animal fights they had.
Yeah, that's much cooler.
Some
than
of those
staged sword fights
Yeah.
in your pants.
Well, no, I don't think the gladiator fights were staged. I don't think they were like...
They were works, bruv.
Do you reckon they were works?
Or, well, to be fair, violence was such a big thing
Mm.
at that time, you'd know if it was a work,
You would
wouldn't
know if it was a work, wouldn't you?
Mm.
I heard that they wouldn't be going... So, like, in the smaller venues, like your Pompeiis and your other cities and your other amphitheatres, they just wouldn't go as hard as they would at the big show like the Colosseum.
Yeah.
So, like, because you'd want to be working next week, and
Yeah,
the guy
true.
who owned the Gladiator School and owned the arena...
On the
would be
OG pain pills, bruv.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But they would be like, look, don't kill him because I fucking need him next week. I've got a packed
he's a
out
big
crowd.
pull.
Yeah, I've got a packed out crowd next week, and I've only got like you slaves.
Do yourself a favour and take a knee in the third.
Well, if fucking Italy, the mob, that shit was happening.
Yeah, true. Shit.
You know what I mean?
It was all fixed. This is where it all started.
Do you reckon this is where it all began?
It's got to be, isn't it? Or it's where it just keeps repeating from.
That's where we
The
get all the
Republic.
ideas from.
You get colonial, and then you have crazy fucking fights and orgies.
You have crazy fucking
It
bull fights,
resets.
chaining bulls to elephants. That one's wild.
That's a pretty good one.
What chaining?
It's like a tractor pull.
Yeah, what if they both just went opposite directions? Like,
What if it's an
no,
Asian elephant?
or smaller elephant?
Mm.
Yeah, but again, look,
Baby elephants.
I don't think the Romans conquered much of Asia. I don't think they did India.
You'll find them.
Did they go India?
Someone
Not
will
sure.
have one.
But they definitely conquered Africa, so they're definitely African elephants.
North Africa, though. How
They
many
not-
elephants are up there?
Did they not go south?
It's far, isn't it? It's really far.
Got across the Sahara.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about
the desert's
rhinos? Are
worse
there
than the
rhinos
sea.
in North Africa?
No.
So again, yeah, they definitely went south.
But there
then.
was the unicorn.
Oh.
The one-horned rhino.
Oh.
That was all over Asia.
Oh, yeah. Again, I don't
That
think
got
they...
extincted.
Although there is like a story of
Like Syria and shit.
Oh, okay, Middle East sort of.
Mm.
There is a story that, or the idea that ancient Rome and ancient China knew of each other.
Yeah, we're just
Like,
like, not yet.
Just not.
Fight you in the future.
Wait until we got lasers, bruv.
Yeah, you wait till this eagle is above some stars and stripes. Then the empires will fight.
But yeah, there's a story of like a Roman legion who got lost in Asia, and then they were found this like this place in Asia where it was like the people were very fucking European looking, and
Oh yeah, the
and the
Lost
way-
Legion or whatever it
that's
is.
it. And the way this town used to fight was testudos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so everyone was like, "Oh, I wonder what happened here."
Do you know the word for the martial art? I can't remember it.
Well, the Roman one.
Yeah, basically the Greek training system. It's like a
Pancration.
it's a 4-day training scheme.
Okay.
And you do like first day is sprints, second day is technique, third
Nice.
day is cardio.
Nice.
It's weird. It's something
You've already
like
done sprints though.
that. That's not cardio.
That's
though, is it?
conditioning, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're talking like road work on the third day.
Mm.
What about the fourth day? Where's strength and conditioning, bruv? Where's strength? When am I going to hit?
Sprints.
That's not strength.
Sprint is the ultimate strength.
That's hill sprints, yeah.
Look at a sprinter.
Hill sprints, bruv.
Strong as fuck.
Look at the legs on a hill sprinter.
There ain't no hill sprint events.
There should be.
Colosseum's flat as fuck.
You got to sprint up the stairs. Do you reckon any gladiators trained that? Running up the
Oh,
stairs.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Doing the old Rocky shit.
Yeah. Or no, the Vision Quest shit, where he's carrying a log up the steps of the high school football.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they did that, bruv. They got to carry a baby elephant up the steps. As it grows, they grow.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Milo reference.
Yeah. Come on. We're cultured in here.
Wrestling. But not naked. Put some pants on, boy.